Jai Hind everyone, I am Prabhat Kumar and I welcome you all to PYQ Academy. In this video, today I am going to solve the science portion of NDA II 2021. So before starting the video, let's see our today's motivational quote. 2 stars on the shoulder are better and brighter than a million in the sky. This is a picture of POP. Here you can see there are 2 stars. So a soldier joins as an officer in the rank of lieutenant. So if you want to join as a lieutenant in Indian Army, so start from today. So the first question is, in the earlier video I had discussed that there will be 50 questions of science and you will also find the level of toughness more than the serious, and out of 50 questions there will be at least 20 to 30% questions from the portion of 11th and 12th, but these are the basic questions. Okay, so if you are thorough with NCERT or with the basic concept, you can easily solve these questions. So let's move to the first question. The pH value of milk of magnesia is approximately. Okay, so suppose you haven't gone through this picture, so if you have to solve, then we all know that 0 is not first, that milk of magnesia is basic. Okay, basic in nature, so we will definitely eliminate these two options because it will be acidic. Okay, and it will be neutral. Now we will have confusion between these two, but if you are gone through this image, you can definitely see here that the pH value of milk of magnesia is 10. Okay, and this is the image I took from the chapter acids and bases from I think it is chapter 2 of class 10 NCERT science. Okay, so you can see the benefit of reading or observing the NCERT. Okay, so the other than this, you have to remember all these pH value of all these acid like gastric juice, lemon juice, pure water and sodium hydroxide. Okay, so other than this, any other question means you must be thinking that how many acids or bases we should remember. Don't be so much concerned about this. Just remember these things because UPSC is only concerned about what is there given in the NCERT. Okay, the second question is, which one of the following compounds is used in black and white photography? This is also a very simple question. It is directly mentioned in NCERT. You can see this reaction of silver bromide and it turns into, means it is a decomposition reaction. Okay, so it is used in black and white photography. So our answer is option B. Okay, next question, what is the number of water molecules present in ferrous sulphate? So this is also directly from NCERT. So UPSC checking how much you are observing while you are going through line by line. Okay, so it is written just in bracket that FeSO4.7H2, and this is our answer, that ferrous sulphate has the 7 molecules of water. Okay, so be careful while reading each and every line. Next question is, what is the color of precipitate obtained by passing CO2 gas through lime water? This question have been asked number of times. Okay, so lime water is nothing but slaked lime, or when the quick lime CaO is reacted with H2O, then it becomes CaOH2, which is a lime water or slaked lime. Again, when this slaked lime is when it comes in contact with air, it reacts with CO2, and after reacting with CO2, now it forms COCO3, which is white in color. And the question is asking about this precipitate. Okay, wait, my pen is not working. White in color. Okay, so our answer is option C. Let's move to the next question. So this was also question directly from the chapter, I think, chemical reactions. Yes. Which one of the following pairs of elements is liquid at room temperature? Okay, at normal pressure. So this is a question directly from chapter metals and non-metals. Okay, metals and non-metals. This we will find. I think this is chapter 3rd in class 10. So go through this. Each and every line is very important. So you can see here the asking about an element, not just for a metal. You all know that mercury is a metal which is liquid at room temperature, but the other pair is written bromine and gallium. Okay, so if you are not sure, then read these lines. The non-metals are either solid or gaseous except bromine, which is liquid. Okay, means in general non-metals are solid or gaseous, like CO2 or nitrogen, means carbon, nitrogen, these all are non-metals. But bromine is a non-metal which is liquid at room temperature. So our answer is option B, mercury and bromine. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Which one of the following methods can be used to separate anthracene from a mixture of salt and anthracene? Okay, this I will say that this question is one of the tough question because I didn't find any reference in NCERT, but I got the answer that it can be separated by the method of sublimation. Okay, because the NaCl salt will uh, go through sublimation. Okay, so you must be thinking that um, this from where this question is picked. So don't think too much, because sometimes the question maker also thinks that let's make some question which the student means which student could not find the answer. Okay, and this type of questions you will find only 2 or 3 out of 50, so you should not concern about these questions. Next question is shoots of a plant to upward movement it can be designated to. Okay, shoots, that means the stem or the leaf portion. Okay, the top portion is known as shoot. Okay, and this is root. So if the root is moving, if the shoots are moving upward, okay, then it is, first of all, it is positive phototropism. Okay, it is moving towards light, then it will be positive phototropism. Okay, so let's find the option positive phototropism. So you can see that in the answer there is no positive phototropic. So let's move to next option. Okay, so here you can see in the image that it is also given if the if anything moves towards ground, it is known as geotropism. Okay, so in case of roots, it is positive phototropism, and if the shoots are moving opposite from the ground, it will be called as negative geotropism because it is going away from the earth. So according to the given options, our answer is negative geotropism, option D. Okay, this is also directly given in the NCERT. This is in the chapter, I think, control and coordination of class 10. Okay. So which one of the following statements about the process of photosynthesis is correct? I didn't took any reference because this is one of the easiest question related to the concept of photosynthesis. You all must be known about this concept. Okay, so let's go through options. First option is chemical energy is converted into light energy. Okay, so is it true? Let's write the statement. So CO2 when comes in contact with sunlight and chlorophyll, it gets converted into C6H12O6 plus release of oxygen. Okay, so here you can see that the light energy is getting converted into chemical energy, not chemical energy converted into light energy. So answer is, this option is wrong. Next is carbon dioxide is oxidized to form carbohydrate. Yes, this is the correct option. Carbon dioxide is oxidized to form carbohydrate. Next option is water molecule splits into hydrogen and oxygen. No, this is totally wrong. Light energy is directly used to split water. No. That energy used but not to split water. So the answer is option B. Okay. Next question. How are evergreen plants with woody stems have naked seed classified? Okay. This is simple, means checking your concept of the means whether you know the concept or not. So if you see having naked seeds, okay, and this is directly given in NCERT. The term gymnosperm, and gymno means naked, okay, and sperma means seed. So naked seed is the answer, gymnosperms, nothing more than that. Angiosperms, in which seeds are hidden, okay, not naked, opposite to gymnosperms. Monocotyledons means one single cotyledon, and pteridophytes are different, totally different. Okay, so the answer is gymnosperm. This is also question from I think chapter I think class 9, diversity in living organism. Okay, class 9. So which one of the following tissue is known as basic packing tissue and found in both xylem and phloem? Okay, so I picked this image from that chapter uh, tissue of class 9. Here you can see this is of xylem parenchyma, and this is of phloem, in which you can also see phloem parenchyma. Okay, and here you can see that parenchyma stores food. So the question was asking about a tissue which is a basic packaging tissue and found in both xylem and phloem. So parenchyma is found both in xylem and phloem, and it also stores food. So our answer is parenchyma. Okay, let's move to next question. Girth of stem of plant increases due to division of cells. Okay, this means from this single image many question has been formed in various exams of UPSC. So in this time they are asking about girth of stem. Okay, is increased due to. So there are three terms: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. And you can see here lateral meristem is concerned with the stem. So you can also see here it is written that the girth of the stem or root increases due to lateral meristem. Okay, and the increase in length is related to apical meristem, and the intercalary meristem is found near these leaf nodes. Okay, here you can see. So our answer is lateral meristem only. Okay, option B. Let's come to next question. Different varieties of same gene are called. Okay, so this is a question. Actually, generally the questions of biology are up to 10, but this question has been asked, and the reference of this question is from biology of class I think higher. I think I'm not sure whether it's 11 or 12. I think 11. Okay, so the answer is option C, alleles. You can see here that wait a minute. Yes, genes which code for a pair of contrasting traits are known as alleles. They are slightly different from same gene. Okay, so it was asking about different varieties of same gene. So the genes which code for a pair of contrasting, that means different traits, are known as alleles. Okay, so our answer is option C. Which one of the following viruses used to be responsible for highly infectious disease called smallpox? Okay, so I checked all the NCERT. I couldn't find the virus behind the name of virus behind smallpox. Okay, but the disease smallpox has been mentioned number of times in the chapter. Why do we fall in class? I think class 9 or 10. Right, class 9. Okay, so and you know these days virus is in news. Okay, so UPSC made a question so that when you were reading this chapter, so if you have some curiosity, so you must have checked about smallpox. So this question was asked in this manner. Okay, so the answer is variola virus. Okay, let's come to next question. Buoyancy, very basic concept asked from the class 9 chapter. I think pressure. So I pick this from the upward force exerted by the water on the bottle is known as upthrust. Okay, so buoyancy is the upward force, not pressure. Thrust is nothing but thrust is a force. Upward thrust means upward force. Okay. Next question is weight and mass of an object are defined with Newton's laws of motion. Okay. So which among the following is true? It is asking about. So let's go through the statements. Weight is constant of proportionality. Next is mass is constant of proportionality. Third is mass is not a constant of proportionality. Weight is a universal constant. So let's go through these statements. Here you can see W directly proportional to M. Okay, and we know the formula W equals to mg. So in this formula, G is the gravitational constant, not M is the constant. Okay, a mass you need to know that mass is always constant wherever you go, whether you are on Earth or on the moon. So weight is changed due to the gravity. So weight is constant of proportionality? No. Mass is constant of, no. Mass is not a constant of proportionality? Yes. Mass is not a constant of, answer is option C. Weight is universal constant? No. Weight changes due to change in gravity. So our answer is option C. Weight is a constant of proportionality. Yes. Let's move to next question. Fundamental laws of physics required. Okay. Very basic question, whether you know that which of the laws are fundamental laws of physics or not. So when you start reading physics now, the first chapter of class 11, it is given that conservation law in physics, that conservation of energy, momentum, angular momentum, charge, these all are considered as fundamental laws of physics. So let's go through options. Conservation of energy, yes. Non-conservation charge, no. Conservation energy, yes. And non-conservation, no. Just go through only conservation. Conservation of energy, momentum and charge. This is the correct option. So UPSC just checking whether you are observing, means what you are observing, you remember all those things or not. Okay. The next question, work is said to be 1 joule when a force is. Simply this is asking that calculate work in means in which of the following cases work will be 1 joule. Okay, we know the formula work equals to force into displacement. Okay, so here you can see, let's try to solve. In first case, so it is given in centimeters, so if we will convert this in meter, so it will become 4 into 1 by 4 meter, so it will become 1 joule. This is the answer. Okay, let's check other options also. If we will multiply 2 Newton into 1, it will become 2 joule. So this is not our answer. In next option, 1 Newton, and if you will convert now, it will become 1 by 100 joule. So it will become 0.01 joule. This is also not our answer. Next is 1 Newton into half meter equals to half, it will become half joule. So this is not our answer. It was a very simple question. So answer is option A. A uniform motion of a car along a circular path experiences. This is a question which is concerned about circular motion. This is given in chapter class 9. So let's go through each and every statement. The first statement is a change in speed due to a change in its direction of motion. So it is telling that the speed is changed because of a change in the direction. Okay. The second statement is a change in velocity due to change in direction, a change in momentum due to no change in its direction, and a constant momentum due to change in its direction. Okay. Let's go through. If the athlete moves with a velocity of constant magnitude along with circular path, the only change in its velocity is due to the change in direction of motion. Okay, that means the velocity changes due to change in direction of motion. So let's find this option. A change in velocity is due to change in direction. This is the correct answer, and we are not concerned about these options because they are wrong options. Okay. So answer is option B. This is directly from chapter motion. Okay, from class 9. Next is the question related to the chapter current and electricity, in which three equal resistors are connected in parallel. So configuration in a closed electrical circuit, then the total resistance is very simple. I took this formula, but I think you must all be known about the series and parallel connection. So suppose this is R, this is also R, and this is also R. So I have to find an equivalent resistance. Okay, R. So let's take this small r. Okay, small r plus 1 by small r plus 1 by small r. So taking this LCM will be r, and it will become 3. So 1 by r. So the equivalent resistance will be r by 3. That means 1/3. Let's go for the 1/3. This is 3 times no equal 2/3. This is 1/3. So our answer is option B. Very easy question. Next is Rutherford's alpha particle scattering experiment was responsible for discovery of which of the following. This is, I took this image from NCERT, and you can see here he is famous for his work radioactivity and discovery of nucleus. So our answer is atomic nucleus, option C. You can see the relevance of a small picture given in NCERT. Okay. I can say another question can also be created like, who is the father of nuclear physics? Okay, it can be also, it can become a next question in any of the exams. Okay, so you need to go through all the images. Okay, be careful while reading. The next question is, what is the maximum number of electrons in M cell? Okay, so if you have gone through NCERT, this formula is given in the same chapter from which the earlier question was asked. So 2n square. Okay, and we know that the cells L, M, and K, L, M. K is the first, second, this is third, and this is fourth. So the n denotes the number of cells. Okay, so if you will put 3 in place of n, so it will become 9 to the 18. So our answer will be 13. This is directly given in NCERT. For n cell it will become 4 to the 16 to 32. Okay, so very easy question. Next question is, chlorine occurs in nature in two isotopic forms of mass 35U and 37U in the ratio 3:1. What is the average atomic mass of chlorine? Okay, means I think you should remember this value. Okay, because this is a very common value, and if you do not remember, then go and read NCERT, because in NCERT it has, even the calculation has been given, and so you can see the result 35.5U. This question have been asked in number of examinations. Okay, they are asking that the atomic mass of chlorine, because it is little bit different, 35.5. Next question is, which one of the following elements isotope is used in treatment of cancer? Okay, so first you should know what is isotope. Okay, and then go for the applications of isotope. So all those elements in whose atomic number is same. Okay, atomic number is same, but atomic mass is different. Okay, these are isotopes. So for example, hydrogen has the isotope deuterium and tritium. Okay, deuterium, tritium, in which the atomic number is 1, mass number is 1, it's 2, and it's 3, mass number is 3. You can see the mass number is different. So let's jump into the question. It is asking isotopes is used in treatment of cancer. So here you can see in the NCERT it is given an isotope of uranium is used as a fuel in nuclear reactor. An isotope of cobalt is used in treatment of cancer. Okay, an isotope of iodine is used in treatment of goiter. So it was concerned about isotope of treatment for cancer. So our answer will be cobalt. Okay. So if you are just going to just three statements now, from these three statements, three questions can be formed, and each question will give you, I think, how many marks? Two, no, more than 2 marks. Next question is to protect steel and iron from rusting, a thin layer of which on the following metals is applied. This is also given in the chapter metals and non-metals. The rusting of iron can be prevented by painting, oiling, greasing, galvanizing. Okay, so galvanizing is a process of applying a thin layer of metal. Okay, here you can see galvanizing method of protecting steel and iron from rusting by coating them with a thin layer of zinc. So our answer is option B, zinc. Okay. Next question is cinnabar is an ore of which on the following? Cinnabar. Cinnabar is an ore of mercury. Here it is given in the same chapter. Cinnabar HGS. It is formula. Another question can also be formed. What is the formula of cinnabar? That is HGS. So answer is mercury. Option C. Next question is from physics. Imagine a current carrying straight conductor with a magnetic field of lines in anti-clockwise direction. Then the direction is determined by. Okay. So suppose this is a current carrying conductor. So if thumb is denoting the direction of current, then the curled finger is denoting the direction of magnetic field. Okay. So here you can see the direction of magnetic field is, this is a clockwise direction. So if we will change the direction like this, anti-clockwise, so the current rather going downward, it will go upward. It will also change its direction. Okay. So let's move to our options. The right hand thumb rule, this right hand thumb rule, and it would be downward, no. If the question was asking about clockwise direction, it would be have a option A will be correct, but no, left hand no, right hand thumb rule, and it would be upward in direction. This is our correct option. Okay. It is also given in, imagine if you are holding current carrying conductor, straight conductor in your right hand such that the thumb points towards the direction of current, then your finger will wrap around conductors. So obviously it will be right hand thumb rule. Next question is the device used to produce electric current is known as. Okay, so let's go through each and every option. First, motor. What happens in motor? In motor, suppose this is a motor. Okay, so it needs electrical energy, then it is converted into mechanical energy. And in case of generator, it needs mechanical energy and then it converts into electrical energy. So the question was asking about used to produce electric current. So answer is option B. Other option is ammeter. No, it is not a producing device, it's a measuring device. And galvanometer, it is also a measuring device. So our answer is option B. This is a question directly from the chapter. No, light not. The chapter next to light of class 10. Okay. So myopia is a defect in human vision where an image of a nearby object is focused beyond the retina. Okay, so you can see I took this is a myopic eye in which the object is focused. If here retina is here, the object is focused before retina. Okay, and by using a concave lens, the focus is increased up to retina. So near object is focused beyond retina, no. Nearby object is focused before retina, yes. And this, wait a minute, the nearby is not, because in myopia person can see the nearby object but cannot see the distant object, so nearby option is wrong. Distant object is focused before retina, yes, this is true. Distant object is beyond retina, no, this is not true. Okay, so our answer is option C. So you can see here myopia is known as nearsightedness. A person with myopia can see nearby object clearly but cannot see the distant object, okay, distinctly, and it is due to excessive curvature of eye lens or elongation of eyeball. Okay, go through each and every eye defects, because they are regularly asked in examination, and also go for means which lens is used for correcting all those vision defects. The next question is Tyndall effect is a phenomenon of. So these are favorite questions asked by UPSC, means related to different phenomenon. So you can see here the phenomenon of scattering of light by a colloidal particle gives rise to Tyndall effect. The scattering of light is a phenomenon. So answer is scattering of light by colloidal particles, option A. No refraction of light by colloidal particles, no dispersion, reflection, these are wrong options. Answer is option A. Next question is twinkling of star, another atmospheric phenomenon. So this is a phenomenon of atmospheric refraction. Okay, the light coming from the star passes through different layers of atmosphere which has different densities, and due to the change in density, the light coming from a star changes its path many times, and it seems like the star is twinkling. So the answer is atmospheric refraction. Okay, very common question asked in various examinations. Next is asking about the structure of human eye related to cornea in human eye. So you can see I took this picture from NCERT itself. The question is asking cornea in human eye is first option is a light sensitive skin. No, a light sensitive skin is nothing but retina. Okay, and is a muscular diaphragm? No, muscular diaphragm is this iris, because this will control the pupil. Okay, and next is contains blood vessels, and third is composed of proteins. Okay, so we do not know about these options, but let's try to apply. Okay, it is application based question. So as you can see here that light enters the eye through thin membrane called cornea. Okay, it forms a transparent bulge on front of. Okay, so it is a transparent bulge and light enters from here. So if a blood vessel is present in this now, so it will so light coming from outside now will refract. Okay, it will not go directly, and it is going to hurt the vision. So there is no need for blood vessel, so it is composed of proteins and cells only. Okay, so cornea doesn't have blood, it is only composed of proteins and cells. Next question is power of lens of focal length 25 centimeter. So this is a very simple question. You just need to remember this formula, that power of focal length, power is inversely proportional to the focal length. So let's now convert this 1 by 25, and 25 centimeter is converted into meter. So this will be 1 by f now. This will be plus 4 diameter. Okay. So the answer is option C. Next question is, what is the total number of chambers in a stomach of domestic animal like cat, buffalo, goat and sheep? Yeah, this question is, I can say, one of the difficult questions, because I couldn't find any reference in NCERT up to class 10. Okay, so if you find, then you can comment, but I found this answer that there are 4 chambers from in the stomach of these animals. Okay, so no need to means no need of concern, because all other just there are 2 or 3 questions which you will find difficult, and all other questions are easy. Okay, so next question, intestinal bacteria are main source of which of the following? This is a very common question. The answer is option C, vitamin B12. Okay, you will not find vitamin C over A because or vitamin E. The answer is option C. Just remember this question. This is also asked in various examinations. Next question is, which of the following hormones is responsible for the development of female sexual characters? Okay, so this is question asked directly from NCERT, and here you can say that that you must have noticed many dramatic changes in your appearance as well as that of your friends as you approached 10 to 12 years of age. These changes associated with puberty are because of secretion of testosterone in males and estrogen in female. So you can see two questions can be framed, one related to male and the related to female. So our answer is option B, estrogen. Okay. So let's move to next question. Spherical mirror formula relating an object distance u, image distance v, and focal length of f may be applied to plane mirror. Okay, that means first let's write the formula that 1 by v plus 1 by u is equals to 1 by f. This is a mirror formula used for spherical mirror. Okay, so the question you're asking, how you can apply this in a plane mirror. Okay, we know that for plane mirror v is equals to u. Okay, image distance is equals to object distance. So let's use this given thing. Okay, so 1 by v plus 1 by v is equals to 1 by f. Okay, so it is definitely going to become 2 by v, right? 2 by v equals to 1 by f. Okay, so let's now go to the statements. The first statement is focal length goes to infinity. Okay, so if we will suppose make this focal length as infinity, so if we'll make this focal length infinity, no, and let's do this in different way. Okay, do not apply this, let's check different way. Okay, so let's apply the infinity. So it will become 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to 1 by infinity, and we know that it tends to 0. So 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to 0, and it will become v equals to u. Okay, it will become minus u, and this can be neglected because object distance is always taken negative, so it will become v equals to u. So the required one was v equals to u. So the focal length goes to infinity. This is the correct option. Okay, if you can also apply these options. Okay, if you have doubt, let's apply all these options. Then second option is focal length goes to 0. So apply, if you will apply 0, it will become infinity, and it is not possible to solve 1 by v plus 1 by u equals to infinity. Okay, so this is wrong option. If image distance goes to 0, if image distance goes to 0, it will become infinity. Again, it will not possible to solve. If image distance goes to infinity, it will also not possible to form. So the only answer will be option A. So you can remember this option because in various examinations this question has been asked, that when you can make a mirror or you can use the mirror formula for plane mirror when the focal length goes to infinity. Okay, next question, the nuclear energy is generated by. Okay, so let's move to statements. First statement is nuclear fission and its expression was proposed by Einstein. Okay, next is nuclear fission and its expression was proposed by Rutherford, then Bohr, then Heisenberg and Sulphate. Okay, so the statements are containing two parts. First part is similar in all the expression. Okay, fusion and fission both are part of nuclear energy. So first part is correct in all the statements, but the second part, so suppose let's take Rutherford. He is known for development structure of atom, you must see his name and structure of chapter. Okay, and Bohr also, and Heisenberg is known for the its principle Heisenberg uncertainty. So the answer is Einstein, and this is also directly given in NCERT. Okay, when you will go through the chapter sources of energy. Okay, in class 10, you will find one picture of Einstein where it is given. So answer is option A. Next is reverberation is a phenomenon associated with. This is asked multiple times. Reverberation means multiple reflection of sound, not refraction. That is reflection of sound. Okay. You can also equate with echo. So the answer is option B. Which among the following is true for propagation of sound wave? So let's go through the statement. Sound can travel in vacuum. No, it cannot travel in vacuum. Okay. Sound can travel in vacuum. Cannot travel in vacuum. Yes. And it is a longitudinal wave. Yes. This is the right option. Sound can travel in vacuum. No. Sound cannot travel, but it is not a transverse wave. It is a longitudinal wave. This is a basic property of sound, that it needs a medium to travel, and it is a longitudinal wave, while light do not need a medium to travel, and it is a transverse wave. Okay, this statement is given in class 9 in basics, given in class 8 itself, and this is a very basic question. Okay, next is a numerical. A tennis ball is thrown in the vertically upward direction, and the ball attains a maximum height of 20 meters. The ball was thrown approximately with an upward velocity of. Okay. So suppose this is ground and a ball is thrown, it attains some maximum height, then comes back. Okay. So the question is given that this maximum height is nothing but 20 meters. Okay. And the question, suppose it was thrown with initial velocity of u, and it attained some final velocity when it reached here. Okay, then it came back. So the question is concerned about the upward velocity, that means u. So we know a formula that v square minus u square equals to 2gh. Okay, let's use this formula. And another thing you should know that when it will come this maximum point, the velocity will become, final velocity become 0. So let's use this. 0 minus u square is equals to 2 into, okay, and you are throwing a ball against the gravity, so let's take minus 10, and the maximum height is 20 meter. Okay, so minus u square equals to 400. This is minus, let's cut the minus. So u square equals to, so u equals to plus or minus 20. So the answer is nothing but 20 meter per second. This was a simple question. You just need to know that at the maximum point velocity will be 0, and you can use this formula, and do not forget to put this minus sign of gravity. Okay. Next question. An object of mass 2000 gram possesses 100 joule kinetic energy. Okay, so the mass is given, mass is 2 kg. Okay, and joule, that is kinetic energy, is 100 joule. So the object must be, it is asking about velocity. The simple question, half mv square equals to 100 joule. So half, and mass is 2, and v square we need to find. So by solving this, we get v square equals to 100 and v equals to plus or minus 10 meter per second. So our answer is no doubt option A. Very simple question. You just need to remember the simple formulas. Okay. Next question is, which of the following ions is not isoelectronic with F minus? Okay, the term here, you need to know the term isoelectronic, which means having same electronic configuration. Okay, same electronic configuration. Okay, so let's start. If we will count now for F minus, we will get that 2 and 7, and for minus sign 1. So there are total 10 electrons. Okay. For oxygen 2, 6, and for minus 2, 2, so it will become 10. For sodium 2, 8, and it will lose 1 electron, so 10. And for neon it is 2 and 8, it is 10. And for sodium it is, sorry, for nitrogen it is 2, 5, and 1 it will gain, so 5 to 7, 8. So you can see here all these elements are having the same, so all these are isoelectronic, and this is not isoelectronic with fluorine minus, so our answer is option D. Okay, let's come to next question. What is the total number of covalent bonds in methanol? So methanol is nothing but CH3OH. Okay, and if you will write the structure, it will become OH. Okay, H, 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 and all these bonds are covalent bonds. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So our answer is nothing but option C. Okay, very simple question. Next is, which one of the following is the chemical formula of plaster of Paris? Direct question picked from an image in NCERT. Formula of plaster of Paris is nothing but half H2O. Okay, do not confuse with 2H2O. This is gypsum. Okay, so our answer is option A, CSO4. To confuse you, they can also give CuSO4. Okay, so don't confuse. This is calcium sulfate, not copper sulfate. Okay, our answer is option A. Next question is, the unit of the ratio between thrust and impulse is same as that of, okay, thrust. Earlier I said that thrust is nothing but force. Okay, so let's make force by, okay, and this is impulse. Impulse is nothing but, the formula of impulse is, okay, impulse is force into small time. Okay, so let's put this F dot small time delta T. So if force, and we can cut this, so it will remain as T, and 1 by T is nothing but frequency, that is second inverse. Okay, so frequency. So here we got our answer option A, frequency. It has no relation with speed, wavelength, or acceleration, because speed has the unit meter per second, it has meter, and it has meter per second square. It has second inverse. Okay, so our answer is option A. The next question is, which one of the following figures correctly shows the path of a ray of light through a glass prism? Okay, so this is a picture I took from NCERT, where you can see that when a light ray enters, it goes with little diffraction. Okay, so it deviates from its original path, then again it deviates. So you just need to eliminate option. Okay, so first let's take the last option. Here you can see in first glass change in medium, here is little bit refraction, but in second change in medium there is no refraction, so this is not possible. Here in the first change in medium there is no reflection, it is also wrong. In here it is also wrong, because in first reflection there is no change of direction. Here you can see that there is little bit of deviation. Okay, and again deviation, so option A is correct. Okay, so our answer is option A. This was means just application based question, whether you are able to apply your concept or not. Next question is again from that same chapter. So when a light beam falls on a triangular glass prism, a band of color is obtained. Which on the following statement is correct? Okay, the first statement is, red color bends the most as the refractive index of glass for red light is greatest. Then red light bends the most as the refractive index of glass for red light is lowest. Violet light bends the most as the refractive index of glass for violet light is greatest, and violet light bends the most as the refractive index of glass for violet light is lowest. Okay, so the answer you can find that here it is given that the light bends least while the violet the most. Okay, so violet light bends the most as the refractive index of glass for violet is greatest. So answer is option C. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The image of an object formed by a plane mirror is. So plane mirror, you need to know the characteristics of plane mirror because it is very important and it has been asked in number of exams, not only in UPSC. It is a favorite question for various examinations. So here you can see image formed by a plane mirror is erect. First characteristics, it is virtual, not real. Second characteristic, and third is same size of the object. The image is at same distance behind the mirror, and in an image found by plane mirror, the left side of the object is seen on the right side. That means it is talking about lateral uh, inversion. Okay, so is erect real? No, it is virtual. Erect, virtual, same size. This is our option. And inverted, virtual, and same size. No, the image is not inverted, but laterally inverted, not vertically inverted. So this option will be wrong. Okay, so answer is option B. Next question. Which one of the following is not a conservative force? Okay, this is a basic question. First, you need to know the concept of conservative and non-conservative force and the examples. Okay, so this is asked. I mean, this is given in, I think, in class 11, and the best example for a non-conservative force is a frictional force. Okay, you can see here that wait, not all forces are conservative. Friction, for example, is a non-conservative force. Okay, in simple, the definition of conservative force that in which the energy is conserved. But in case of what happens in case of friction, na, the energy is lost in the form of heat. Okay, so the answer will be option B, option A, frictional force. In all different cases, energy is conserved. Okay, and all the three are conservative force. The next is a negative work done. Negative work is done when a force when a applied force and the corresponding displacement SR. Okay, so it is directly given in NCERT. So suppose if you don't know, but if you remember this equation that work done equals to Fs cos theta. Okay, so you just need to know for what value of theta. Okay, it is going to be. So for theta equals to 180 degree, it will be W equals to minus Fs. Okay, so there will be a negative work done. So let's find the perpendicular to each other. No, in case of perpendicular, it will work done will be 0. Okay, here W equals to 0. Parallel to each other, so parallel means it will be 0 degrees. So not here in case W equals to Fs, but here it will be W equals to minus for anti-parallel. Okay, that means for 180 degree. And equal in magnitude? No, this is not. So our answer is option C, anti-parallel to each other. Okay, so you can see that if you are aware of each and every concept, or if you had gone through each and every line, I think you can solve at least 45 to 46 question out of 50. And if you can manage this much now, you will find very much easy to qualify in your second paper GS2 of NDA. Okay, and so I hope I'm clear in this explanation video. If you have any doubt related to any of the questions, you can comment directly, or you can also connect me on different social media platforms, and I had provided the links of all this in my description. Okay, and I will also try to provide the PDF. So what you have to do after going through all these lectures, just go through NCERT. Okay, these lectures are not sufficient. I am providing these lectures just to provide you an insight that from where these questions have been picked. Okay, when I was preparing for all these exams, I was not known initially, so I want to help all those students who are not able to clear the written. Okay, so follow these lectures sincerely, and these are sufficient. Okay, so if you like the video, then do share the comment, because uh, by sharing you are helping the other student. Okay, so if you like it, so you can also subscribe and also hit the bell icon so that you can get the updates of this of the upcoming videos. So till then, thank you so much for watching PYQ Academy.